Hello, Mr. Dell Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Thank you for chilling with me.
I wouldn't chill with anybody else.
Tell us about Mr. Dell Smith.
I'm from North Little Rock, born and raised. I play music for a living. Play piano, organ, whatever. You know, all keyboards for a living.
Okay.
And there's nothing too much more other than that. You know.
At what age did you say, I want to be a musician?
I didn't say.
You just did.
I didn't say. I really didn't say. I'd always been interested in music even as a toddler, and I think it was my second or third birthday. My sister set me at. We used to have this little organ, and she set me at that, and from there, I just went from there. Now, my oldest brother played saxophone, and that was my first interest. You know, I was like, he make funny noises with the thing sticking out his nose, so I thought. And that was actually probably my first formal instrument would be saxophone. And then as I got through school, I ended up playing tuba. It was like, you're a big guy, why don't you play the tuba? So I played saxophone, tuba, and I always played piano from church and everything else.
Okay. How long have you been a musician?
As long as I can remember. I would say over 40 years, easily, you know, so.
Easily.
And I'm 46 now, so easily 40 years.
Easily 40 years.
Yeah.
So I noticed that recently you've been touring overseas. Are you on break from touring right now?
No, you don't get a break. when you tour like that, I'm on tour with Dee Dee Bridgewater. You have to Google her. I think everybody, you know, and a few people here do know who she is, but
okay.
Most people don't. And she's a jazz vocalist. She's most notably known as a jazz vocalist. And recently, she recorded a record in Memphis, Tennessee, where she was born.
Okay.
She was raised in Flint, Michigan, but she was born in Memphis. And she just kind of paid homage to the music of Memphis, Stax and that whole thing, High Records. And so she has a great product. There's a great project actually that's coming out next month. And so we've been touring since April with that project, and it's been great. I mean, you know, I would tell anybody, I would just tell them to Google her, you know, and she was just awarded the National Endowment of the Arts 2017 Jazz Master, and it's a whole series. And so that's been one of the bonuses, and we just kind of hit it off from the start. So right now we're just having fun, and when you say on break from tour, you don't get a break. You get you know, days between dates. We just recently got back from France, and we did, you know, a whole run. I mean, I can't even remember how many places we've gone, but then there's more to come because they're still adding dates. They're still adding dates. So that's what I'm doing right now. You know, you say you wanted to be a musician until, you know, you're running through the airport at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to catch a flight that doesn't leave for 6 hours. But when you get there, it's a long line. And somebody said, "You said you wanted to be a musician," and I thought I said magician. I thought you said a magician. I didn't know you said a musician.
Not a musician.
Yeah.
What's the difference? I guess one
Okay,
do magic, one do
you do magic, and it's right before people's eyes, they just have to try to figure out what you did. You know?
And I did Google.
But it's wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Oh, okay. And I did Google Dee Dee. What's her name? Dee Dee
Bridgewater. Yeah.
And she's good. I like her music.
Oh, yeah.
I love jazz anyway. So, how do you like touring overseas? Do they appreciate you more overseas than do in the United States? I heard a lot of people love.
Yeah,
overseas.
they appreciate everything, all the arts. They have a great appreciation because the things that I can say for jazz and gospel is one of the things that happen in the Western world that influence over there, that influence the other way around. You know, normally, like the classical stuff, that comes from a lot of Europe and Scandinavian countries or what have you. And we have that influence here, but then we have soul and R&B and jazz and gospel, and that is a major influence. And they just have a different appreciation for the arts altogether. I mean, you look at how hard it is to keep the arts even in schools here. You know, they love it. I mean, they treat us like rock stars. You know,
Wow.
and I'm like, man, you know.
You're definitely that. Would you be willing to perform in a club?
I've done clubs. And it's certain clubs, and it's certain people that you build a relationship, and it's all about the relationship. I've done so many clubs here. I mean that I kind of got away from it, and you know, it doesn't really interest me to be in the club. Most of the time, like when a new spot opened, everybody want to go there. That was me in my teens, you know. But now. But I still, every now and then, I may sneak a club date in somewhere, you know.
Okay. All right. So, what is next for Dell Smith? What is next for the...
We're going to Germany later on.
Later on today?
No, not later.
Oh.
Later on this month. Yeah,
this
we're going to Germany, and then next month we're doing the Detroit Jazz Festival, and we're doing San Francisco Jazz Festival. We're doing the Monterey Jazz Festival out in California. So, and then from there we plan the Blue Note in Milan, Italy. We're doing that, and we're also doing the Blue Note in New York for like 6 days. So, and then in November. So I mean, it's a lot, and there's a lot of stuff in between that. Well, I look at the schedule that we get, and I just say, tell me what time I need to be in the hotel lobby, because I can't keep up with it. And
But you having fun, right?
I tried before. I promise you, I tried. I tried to keep up with it, but it's too much, you know.
But you having fun, right?
Oh, you're having a great time, and just to see the faces on the people when we perform, you know, it's totally different. We just did the Montclair Jazz Festival, and they were, you know, sticklers of straight ahead and traditional jazz, and we came out and did some soul and R&B, and the people lost their mind. I mean, it was something to see. You know, Christian McBride and what is Melissa's name? And his wife. They have a program in New Jersey called Jazz House Kids, and it is phenomenal. I mean, it's phenomenal. I wish that they have something similar in Memphis with the Stax school. I think it's something like that. But they have something similar. But this kind of metamorphosized into an afternoon program into a jazz festival, and it's free. The jazz festival is free. They bring a lot of artists in, and it's free. You know, so that's a big plus. You know, so you see that in other places, and you think, you know, you think about how could it be done here, but I don't think the interests are the same here.
That's what I was going to ask. You think you can bring that flavor here?
I'm not sure. I think the interests are very different here. You know, some years ago I had started a small after-school program teaching digital music, and I don't think the interest is here. You know.
Wow. What about bringing a jazz festival here in Little Rock? Do they even have a jazz festival?
Well, they have had. Well, they do with Art Porter Music. They do a week of Art's birthday. They do the Minors in Music, which is great. You know, Dr. Danny Fletcher is working with a lot of kids, and he does a pretty good job with the kids. But I think it's just, I mean, it's tough. The arts are tough in Arkansas. It's really tough. And Richard and I were talking about, you know, bringing the arts to the Central Arkansas Library System, and that's how we kind of just started. We formed a relationship there, and I mean, it's something to see, you know, how the interest in arts here is really different. I mean, it really is, and I don't know what to chalk it up to. We're at Piano Craft, and I used to play all the different little spots that was on Main Street here, from the Delta Blue Note to Juanita's to La Changes when it was on Main Street. Then it later became Pleasures. The Quarter Note was back across the freeway. I played there several times. So it used to be a lot of live music here, and I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's different. That's all I can say. And I'm not knocking it for what it's become, but I just know I'm glad to know that I can go places where it's appreciated, you know, even more.
What do you want to tell someone that wants to be a piano player or a musician or tour overseas? Or
I would, well, you know, you don't get, everybody that plays don't get a chance to tour overseas.
So what do you want to tell somebody that wants to be a musician? I
would tell them just, you have to commit to it. You know, there's so much music in this piano, I could never get all the music out of it. You know, and to be perfectly honest, I don't want to get all the music. That means there's nothing left to do. So I would just tell them, you know, just take it serious that how far you want to go. And I think that really kind of helps you it helps me relieve stress. It helps me deal with issues. And also music and math run hand in hand. So if you're good at music, you'll be good at counting money. That's what.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
really. If you enjoy music, you'll enjoy counting. And there have been scientific studies done about that, why those two arts and sciences are so close together. But it's worth looking into. But if you want to, you know, hey, I would tell anybody, you know, study your craft and listen to other people. And if you have, like, some people are influenced by different piano players, and that's cool too. But you want to have your own identity, you know, as a musician. That's what people want to really see you as yourself. They don't want to see you be Ray Charles or see you be, you know, as great as Ray Charles is. Nobody wants to see a Ray Charles clone. Nobody wants to see that.
Right.
You know.
They want to see Dell Smith.
Right.
On one end of the corner of the world, and then John Legend. On the
right. Because John Legend can't be everywhere.
Can't be everywhere, so they might call Dell Smith.
He can't be everywhere.
Well, I appreciate you for chilling with me today.
No problem. I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get to see you play piano one day overseas, or can you go live with it?
Oh yeah. We do have stuff where we go live. I mean, it depends on where you are. You know, most of the festivals that we've done have Wi-Fi set up, so we could, and some of them have gone live. But I think the thing we did in Montclair was streamed live, and we did some stuff in Marcillac, France, that was streamed live as well. But they, they have high-speed internet everywhere.
Okay. Well, be safe on your next trip to Germany.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for chilling.
All right.
All right, be blessed.